how to get a man to commit to you. Now, in this audio, I'm going to be talking about how to go from dating to becoming a man's girlfriend to becoming a man's wife. So what I want to make clear when it comes to a man wanting to commit to you or getting a man to commit to you is that you have to understand first that a man has to be ready for commitment. A man has to be ready for a commitment. So the thing is that you can't just expect this guy that you're dating just because you like him to commit to you. He has to be the one to want to commit. Right? But the thing is that when a man is ready to commit, what's going to make him want to commit to you depends all on how you put yourself out there. So what I want to do in this audio, I want to teach you certain things that can help you make that man who's actually ready to commit to say, yeah, I'm going to commit to her. Right? So let's get into this. So if you're dating a guy, let's say you've been seeing a guy for a while and you're like, I want this guy to be my boyfriend. So how do you do that? How do you create the atmosphere for a man to see you as a woman who he would want to be his girlfriend? So a lot of this happens where he's looking at you and saying, hey, I would, like her to be my girlfriend. This is going on in his head based off of how you respond to him as you guys are dating. So when you first meet a guy and when you first, a guy gets your number, he calls you up, he texts you or whatever it is, and he plans a date. The only thing you really need to do is show up. You need to show up. It sounds simple, but there are a lot of times where, women will get a guy saying, hey, I want to go out, I want to take you out. And he says, okay, I'll see you on Friday. And she's like, cool, I'll see you on Friday. And then she will flake. She will say, oh, I'm sorry, something came up. Can we do it another time or this or that? And it's all over the place, right? So the thing is that once you're putting yourself in that flaky situation, he's starting to see you less and less as a woman who could potentially be his girlfriend. Just that quick. So the thing is that if a guy says to you, hey, let's go out, and you say to him, that's good, let's go out, and you actually make an appointment to see him, and you say, okay, we're going to meet at Friday at 7, you have to meet him Friday at 7, unless it's an extreme emergency and a real emergency. So you have to make sure that you follow through on meeting up with him. And now let's say there is an emergency. Let's say it's a real emergency. And then you can't meet up with him. What you have to say is you have to say, hey, I'm so sorry I can't meet you on Friday. But what other day are you free? Can you meet on Sunday? Can you meet on Saturday? So it's showing him that you're actually interested in meeting because you're the one who's trying to reschedule. You're not just saying, hey, I can't make it, sorry, and then leave it at that. You are actually sorry that you can't make it, and you're trying to pick an alternative day for you and him to get together. Right? Now I'm going to give you a little thing here that will make you boost your or make it a boost in his eyes as he sees you if this actually happens. So let's say, for example, you are supposed to go on a date with this guy and you have to cancel, right? So let's say you're supposed to go out Friday at 7 and you call him and say, hey, I'm so sorry I can't make it Friday at 7. Can you do Saturday night? And he says, yeah, I can. And then what you can do is you can say, hey, listen, since I canceled, I'm going to buy you dinner just to make it up to you for canceling on you on Friday. Now, if you were to do this, now what's going to happen is this. Either he's going to, say, oh, no, that's okay. You don't have to buy it. I'll buy dinner. I'll do it, or he'll make you buy the dinner. But either way, what's going to happen is this, is that you are going to be probably one of the only women in his life that has done that. So now he's looking at you differently, like, oh man, like this is amazing. So now you're already on the track of being the type of woman he would even think about having as a girlfriend. Because you're displaying how interested you are in him. You're displaying that you actually care about seeing him and you want to make something happen. And you're doing something a little bit differently than most other women will do. So just keep that in mind if you ever have an emergency where you need to not see him and then you have to reschedule. But what you need to do and what you must do is you must be there, be available when you say you're going to see him. So try not to flake, but if you have to flake because it's an actual emergency, make sure that you set an alternative day and that you say, I'm going to do a little something for you to apologize for my flakiness. And then you will be a woman that he sees as something more than just, some other girl he's dating, right? Now, as you guys are going along, you're dating, going to first date, second date, third date, you guys are, seeing each other, right? Now, what you want to do is to make him want to actually continue to see you and to see you as a type of girl that he could be,